In this video, we're going to learn how to calculate earnings or the money that you make from the sale of a stock. There's two main ways to make money on stocks. You can make a capital gain, which is selling a share of stock for more than what you bought it for originally. Another way is through a dividend. A dividend is when a company they take a portion of the profit and the company decides to distribute that portion of the profit amongst their shareholders. So let's go on and let's do an example of finding the earnings of this share of stock. So on July 21st, 2017, you bought 50 shares of Yum Brand stock and you paid $74.30 per share. So the first thing we need to figure out is what is our original investment? And let's see, we take 50 shares times the dollar amount per share. If we do this math, we're going to find out that we paid $3,715 initially for these 50 shares of stock. Now you just sold the stock 1 year later for $79.62 per share. So we still have 50 shares, and we're going to multiply that by our selling price, $79.62. Already we know we've made money on it because we're selling it for more than what we bought it for. So our sale, what we get from the sale, is $3,981. So to find out how much money we earned from this, we would have to take our, that's an 8, our earning, the money we got back minus the money that we initially invested. And if you do this math, we have $266. And again, we are subtracting here. Okay, so our capital gains for the year is $266. That's how much we earned over the year in this investment. So the next thing is we're going to take a look. You have also earned dividends of $1.44 per share over the year. So to figure out how much money that equates to, you have to take the number of shares that you bought, which was 60, and you multiply it by the dividend amount. And that gives you $72. Okay? So now what we have to do to find our total earnings, we are going to take our capital gains and we're going to add our dividends. And that gives us a total return for total earnings of $338. Now the last thing we're going to calculate, and it doesn't work when I use my finger, the last thing we're going to calculate is the rate of return. So we know that we got $338. So we know, based on the math we did in the last screen, our total earnings were $338. That's capital gains and dividends together. Our original investment, the amount that we originally put into this investment, was $3,715. So if you take your earnings and you divide it by your original investment, that will give you your rate of return. And all rate of return is your total earnings or your return expressed as a percentage. So when we take 338 divided by 3,715, we get a number like 0.09825 ... Okay? Then if we multiply that by 100, we get the percentage, and it comes out to be 9.098%. And we usually want to just go down to a 2 decimal place, so we're going to do a 9.10% is our rate of return. Okay, we're going to practice this now in class with a number of different investments.